Hello there. Come on in and sit down with me for a minute. I'm Jen, the Awakened Jen, and this is your weekly snapshot where we take a look at the energy ahead so that you can move through it with clarity, confidence, and intention. This reading is for the week of April 5th through the 11th, and right now there is some really powerful energy surrounding this week. We're moving through the Easter energy, resurrection energy, rebirth, renewal, rising again after something has felt heavy or completed. This is Phoenix energy. This is Christ consciousness energy. This is the reminder that something is not ending, it is transforming. We're also still integrating the energy of the recent full moon. So emotions may still be settling, clarity may still be coming in, and you may still feel like you're in that in between space where something has closed, but the new hasn't fully anchored yet. And energetically, we're working with angel numbers 555, 44, and 909 this week. 555 is all about change, transformation, things shifting, whether you feel ready or not. 44 brings in stability, foundation, support. It's the reminder that even in change, you are held. And 909, this is completion leading into purpose. This is cycles closing so that you can step into what you're actually meant to do next. And there's something about this week where those energies are all weaving together. Change is happening, but it's asking you to build something more aligned by releasing something that no longer fits what you're becoming. So let's take a look at the cards and see what they have to say for us this week. And so we're going in with the base spread I've already pulled for the week. Okay, so you can see I already have the cards laid out. And our overall energy this week is this Page of Wands energy. And so the Page of Wands always reminds me of the inner child. So it is a lighter energy. It's curiosity. It's like something has got your attention. It's something has started lighting you up again. It started like opening you back up again. But what is initiating like the challenge of this week is this Six of Pentacles energy. And so Six of Pentacles is about power exchange. And it's usually talking about an imbalance in the power exchange. And so kind of what I was feeling is because, especially since we're dealing with this Page of Wands energy, which is a little bit immature, it's looking at, I've got all of these responsibilities, especially because we're coming in with the emotional undercurrent being the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about the things that you've committed yourself to and your responsibilities. And so it's like you've overcommitted yourself, or you've committed yourself to things that are from past versions of yourself and you're no longer aligned to it. And so like this part of you is now feeling like something isn't fair, like that, like it's just all the responsibilities. And so you're staying somewhere because you feel obligated, because you feel responsible for it, but not because it's truly aligned with you anymore. It's really more because of this. And this is more about like, I'm obligated to do this. I committed myself. I gave my word. And so it's like, there's a little bit maybe of resentment of you gave your word before you saw like the full like energetic balance. You hadn't seen the whole thing yet. And so when you said that you would be responsible for certain things, you were kind of coming in with the thought that this is how things were going to work and that it was going to be a lot more balanced than what it turned out to be. And so maybe it's not even as much as you're not keeping up your end of the bargain, it's that the other person didn't keep up their end of the bargain and they've taken advantage of you or taking you for granted, something like that. But it's just like you're ready to move on into more inspired places. Like you want lighter days, you want lightness, you've got things that you're wanting to do, but it's like you feel obligated to stay right here because of the responsibilities that you have in the space. So the challenge or the tension point is this high priestess energy, which is this is you know what you know. And so there's a lot that's been unspoken already. It's like you already have known this for a while, that this isn't sustainable for you, that this isn't something that you still want to do, that this isn't fun for you. But you haven't spoken that yet. Like that's the piece that's missing. Is you just haven't spoken your truth. The opportunity or the path forward is the Three of Wands. And so this is about your expectations, but it's also sitting there. It's like, what are you waiting for? You're the one that's like more of the holdup here because you haven't spoken the truth, because you haven't like realigned this piece right here about the things that you are actually committed to. And so this energy is about like, okay, are you expecting someone else to show up? Are you expecting things to just automatically work out? Or what is the thing that's causing you to wait right now? Why are you not taking action? So that's I guess the opportunity is, to challenge yourself about like, what are you still waiting for? What one more thing do you think you still need in order to be able to speak this truth, in order to, realign your commitments and to do the thing that you're really feeling called to do? So this is where we're going to go a little bit deeper, because it's not just about recognizing the energy. We also want to understand what we need to do with it. How do we navigate the pull between responsibility and desire? How do you work with that inner knowing without completely disrupting your foundation? So let's go ahead and pull some additional cards and take a look at the deeper guidance here, what this means for you, and how to move forward through this energy in a way that actually serves you. So I'm going to pull out the tarot to go a little bit deeper here. And this is the Aceleron Tarot. It's a really beautiful deck, actually, with that gold foil in it. Okay, so let's look at my deeper questions here. So the first question is, what is your best move forward right now? What is your best move forward right now? And we have the Ten of Cups. So what truly makes you happy? Like, where does your true fulfillment and joy come from? That's the thing that needs to be your guiding light right now. That little thing right here that you see, that's the thing, is what is actually going to make you happy. Not what's going to make everybody else happy, not what's going to keep the peace, but what's going to actually make you happy and feel fulfilled. What energy do you need to embody to move through this situation well? We have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is about familiarity and nostalgia. And I think that because this actually came out in reverse when I pulled it out. And so I think that it's actually telling us not to hold on to things out of, the nostalgia, not to get too nostalgic about, the experiences, the connections, the things that are holding you back. And so, like, some of these things that you've committed yourself to, it was past versions of yourself. And so it's like to let go of that feels like you're letting go of past versions of yourself. But you're not, you're just evolving from that space. That's still a part of you. It was still important to you, but now then you've evolved past that. And so you need things that are aligned with the newer version of you. What does this situation look like in 1 week if nothing changes? Oh, goodness, the devil. So, the devil is the shadow aspects of ourselves. And so, like, that resentment is going to grow. And because, I mean, if you feel like you want to do something, and just think about, again, this is the inner child kind of running the show in this. The inner child wants some freedom, the inner child wants some fun. There's something that the inner child is wanting to do, but they feel like, I can't do it because I've got to take care of all of this other stuff. And so that's where, okay, think about the shadow side of this. It's like the inner child is going to, throw tantrums. They are going to act out. It's just, they're going to, that energy, that resentment energy has to go somewhere. And so it's going to come out. Or you could go into double down and go in tighter into your codependency, which still, you're not in, the space that you're wanting to be. And I feel like it still leads to this resentment energy. So, if we don't like this outcome, what can we start doing differently right now? And we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about having really good boundaries. And so, I mean, that's like the first part of like detangling yourself from this energy right here of where you are obligated to other people, is you've got to start putting some boundaries in around, your time, your space, your energy, what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. Um, okay, so if we want to feel joy again in our lives, that Page of Wands joy, what will get us there? And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is remembering how capable we are in ourselves, being more responsible and independent. And, this is detaching from the codependency and becoming more sovereign and more, this is not in a selfish way, but living your life for yourself. Um, so the hardest thing that, we're being asked here is to inspect, the only thing that's left is, why are we waiting to speak this truth? What is that thing that's keeping us waiting? And then I think once we figure that out, that's the thing that's going to, like unlock, that's going to unlock the words. That's going to unlock our truth. And, and again, it was starting with like setting some good boundaries and being more personally responsible for yourself. Okay, so as we move into the extended reading, we're going to dive deeper into this. We're going to look at what this pull actually is for you, what your intuition is trying to show you, what needs to shift and what needs to stay, and what aligned action looks like moving forward. So if you're feeling this tension, if you're feeling that inner nudge, that starting to build of resentment that I was talking about, if you know that there's something here deeper for you, the extended reading is available below. You can see it in the first pinned comment or down in the description box. And if you want to go deeper into this for your own personal situation or explore the tools that I have to offer, you can find all of that down there as well, or just look at my website, theawakenedjen.com. All right. So until next time, everyone, you take care of yourselves this week, and I will see you in the next reading.